Welcome, 7th graders. You are on task number 6, the final one of your Rube Goldberg design notebook. So for this task, you need to answer the evaluating questions talking about your Rube Goldberg project and reflecting on that. After that, you should be ready to submit your design notebook. And today's essential question is, explain how your Rube Goldberg device is an example of a system. And so when we go to our design notebook, you'll see it is task number 6, all the way at the bottom. There is our essential question. Make sure you have that answered. And then just the conclusion questions, remember that explain it in as much detail as you can. So try to be specific with your Rube Goldberg, not to being too vague with your answers. So for the first question, describe your honest thoughts about the project. Was it easy or hard? Was it fun or boring? What could we do to make it better? Anything that comes to mind as you are working through this, give your honest thoughts about it. Second one, explain what grade you think you deserve on a scale of 1 to 8. The big thing is explain why. Why do you get a 7, 8, 2, 5, whatever number you think you deserve, please give a reason. And the next question, it is an orange background and it's a little bit higher level, but you should do this. It's going through the design process. So how did we go through the design process? For all our activities, we go through these different steps. So for inquiring and analyzing, and if you're forgetting what some of those are, remember you can zoom in on this picture and figure out what was inquiring and analyzing, and developing ideas, creating the solution, and evaluating. You've done all of these things with Rube Goldberg. So thinking back to the very beginning of this project, before you started building, before you started drawing out your plan, what are some of the things you did? And so you would write them here. Just for one example of inquiring and analyzing, I researched different ideas of Rube Goldberg designs. That is inquiring and analyzing research. So same thing when you go to developing ideas. What does that look like? Again, you can zoom in, kind of look at a little bit more specific example. You could also look back at your Intro to Design notebook if you wanted to look at our notes. And then also notice that for each one, there is a blue bullet point. That's a must do. You must do at least one for each. Should do is the second bullet point, and third bullet point is aspire to do. So that'll take a little bit of time to answer this question. And then the others, is your Rube Goldberg project a success? You are the judge of if it is a success or not, but again, give a reason why. So if you think it is, you would either highlight that or just delete the other part, indicating if it is or is not a success, and then give a reasons why. My advice is if you just say it is a success because it worked, go into more detail, or is not a success because it did not work, still go into more detail. And then the final three, what's the most challenging part of the Rube Goldberg project? What are 2 things you learned or reminded of regarding of simple machines? And the last one, describe the successes and challenges of working on a design team with others. So you're in groups. Sometimes it's easier to do things by yourself. Why? Why is it sometimes a challenge to do that, but also what are the successes you had with your group? So those are the reflection questions for task number 6, and then you can answer your summary here of what did you learn and one example of success. And you are finally done then with your design notebook. Assuming you have tasks 1 through 5 completed with this, then you can submit it. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks for doing Rube Goldberg. Hope you had fun.